Alright guys, let's talk about the Triple Turret Warlock build here in Destiny 2. This one's pretty fun, so we're going to use the Getaway Artist. Consuming your Arc Grenade grants Arc Soul and amplifies you. We're going to combine that with the Prismatic Warlock here using the 2 turret sort of abilities, so Helion and the Bleak Watcher. So the idea of the build is to be able to have 3 turrets going out on the field so you can slow and freeze your enemies as well as deal big damage. We're going to be amplified and we're going to be able to scorch everything as well. So as you can see, we've prioritized our grenade stat here. Now, I'm still working on getting higher tier armor going in Edge of Fate. As you can see, my power level, I'm still grinding, so this is where we're at the moment with the stats, but I've prioritized our grenade stat here. Got it up to pretty close to 160. I did dedicate one piece to class down here. Now, the reason for that is we need to be able to get our class ability back reasonably quickly. Otherwise, we are not going to be able to get Helion out on the field. So I put one particular piece to class, and the rest I've just gone basically pretty hard into the grenade stat here. So grenade and a little bit of extra weapons and super is really, really nice to have on these sorts of setups as well. Now, so the idea is reasonably simple. We're going to consume our grenade. We're going to pop our Phoenix Dive to get the Helion going. And when we pop our grenade, this thing is just going to automatically just spew out as well. So show you what the setup in here is. I've gone with the Needle Storm so we can get some woven mail through the Facet of Purpose here. And then we've gone for Facet of Balance so we can get melee and grenade energy back. We've gone for Facet of Sacrifice here so we can get bonus Darkness, Transcendence energy, and the extra +10 to grenade is really, really nice. Then I've gone with a Facet of Hope so we can get our class ability Regeneration kicking in even more. So gone with Storm Grenade, just the usual stuff here, Balanced Glide with Phoenix Dive, Needle Storm. So it's a pretty fun sort of setup here. Now, one of the things that sort of makes this build kind of work a bit better is actually putting 2 bolstering detonations on here on your gloves. So what does this do? Grants class ability energy when you cause damage with a grenade. So our Arc Buddy, whenever he damages something, is going to be able to proc Bolstering Detonation. Now, it does appear that there is a little bit of an internal cooldown on here. I didn't test the exact timer on it, but it doesn't appear to proc on every single instance of damage, but it is enough. As long as you're damaging enemies with your Arc Buddy, you're going to be able to get your class ability back pretty quickly using this. So I've gone for a grenade font here as well, so we can get some extra grenade when we have armor charge. Then I've just gone for the grenade stat where I can get it here. So this is just a pair of gloves that I have had in my vault for a little while. Unfortunately, this is not, it doesn't have the new gear tag, so, you know, it is what it is. In terms of the other mods here, I've gone for more grenade, I've gone special and heavy, and then harmonic siphon. Now you could switch the siphon out here to strand maybe. The strand solar combo is really nice, but you'd have to give up one of your ammo finders or give up a little bit of a mod generation here to be able to sub this one in instead. This is probably the one you want to put on the builder, you know. We've just gone with the normal sort of resist mods here on the chest piece. Nothing really that special going on. I've gone with stacks on stacks so we can get an additional stack of armor charge there, which is really nice. Enhanced athletics, I think, is it's only a 1 cost. It's a pretty easy one to slot in here. Reduced class ability cooldown each time you pick up an orb. So this is another way we're going to be able to get our Helion back up online. I did end up putting 1 class mod in here as well. Down here, I've gone for time dilation, so we get more armor charge, and then the class font, so we get more class stat as well when we have the armor charge. And then I've just thrown on a bomber, so we can get a little bit of grenade cooldown back when we use our class ability. So the loop is pretty simple. In terms of getting our Transcendence meter, we have the Mint Retrograde, which can really help with the darkness side of things, as well as the Ulterior Observation. That's what I'm using at the moment. This one has Subsistence and Killing Tally, so this is a really fun role to use. I've just slotted in one of the new auto rifles just for fun. This one rolled with Enhanced Burning, Ambition, and Proximity Power. with high caliber and arrowhead. So I figured I would give this one a try. It's pretty fun. You could sub this out for anything else. But this is the setup I'm rolling with now. You could put any exotic on you wanted to. You could grab, I don't know, Sunshot or something. You could put Third Iteration, depending on what activity you're doing and what your needs are. So this build in particular, I'll show you the artifact. This is how I'm rolling with it at the moment. This is just how I've had it set for most of my gameplay. So weapons grants Radiant, which is nice. Stasis, we do have a Stasis weapon as well, so we can get some Frost armor going, which is pretty fun. Weapon damage or Radiant or defeating Scorch combat. Release the solar projectiles, that's pretty fun as well. We're going to be getting a Woven Mail, so our melee will recharge faster. We should be getting Radiant, so we get our grenade recharge faster as well. I've got Elemental Days for champion activities, but there aren't that many champions in most of the activities at the moment. They do appear in the higher tier activities when you do get a bit higher level, though. Damage resistance, which is really nice. So that's how I have the artifact set up there. It's a pretty fun build, guys. It is very good for solo farming if you want to just run through these missions relatively quickly to get your power level boosted. It's reasonably good at higher level play. You do get damage resistance. You do get your abilities back pretty fast. If you did want to push it into really high level activity, though, you could sub some of the things out for some more defensive options. But we should be able to get stuff like Woven Mail going pretty effectively. When you're going in higher level activities, the enemies will actually die. You know, they take more hits to actually go down. So you should be able to proc stuff like Bolstering Detonation more frequently and more consistently as well. So that's really nice. You should be able to get your abilities going pretty fast. All right, guys, I'll just show you the rotation now and how quickly you can actually get your abilities back doing this. So as long as you're actually damaging the enemies, look at how quickly we can get our Transcendence. As long as we're getting some of the heavy weapon damage out here. We've got it back in, I don't know, less than 10 seconds, I guess. Something like that. And you can see our abilities coming back. The class does come back a little bit slower, so you could put a tiny bit more into the class stat if you wanted. But as you can see, they come back really fast as it is. All right, guys, we're here in the weekly Kepler Mythic difficulty mission. So let's see how this build goes against the higher health targets here. These little guys, get rid of them. Oh, they almost roasted me. Look how quickly we got our Transcendence back here already, just about. Yeah. Throw that down. Let's finish him off. Oh, we can. All right, nice. Okay, we got this. This guy can absolutely wreck you if he gets one of his big void blasts out. So let's try and kill him nice and quickly. Alright, there we go. So the one thing is when you're using Transcendence, you can't actually pop your grenade to get the Arc Buddy back. So you do want to pop that before you go into Transcendence. Whoa, hey boys. Man, this pulse is just it's so good. This heavy... What do they call it? Rocket assisted. Really strong. So there you go, guys. The build is definitely viable in higher level activities. It's a really, really great solo farming build for the portals. So if you enjoyed the video, guys, hit like and subscribe for me. I'll catch you in the next one. Hope you all have a fantastic, amazing day. Take it easy.